Hey there, Lucia. It's Wayne. This was our lesson the other day. So we worked on a couple of things. One of them was tempo. I'll go over that in a second. So as far as the swing mechanics itself, two things I think pretty important. One is when you trigger your swing to stay more centered and stretch away from the center instead of sliding off to the right. So let's take a look. So you can see most of that's happening in the first part of the takeaway. So you can see that you load to the right, which is fine, the head stays there, and we talked about where the lower body you would like to get heavier on your left foot a little sooner for sure, because at the end you get all the way over here, but when you hit it you're back where you started more or less. So we don't really want your head further back when you hit it than it was when you started. If we look at the down the line view, we talked about how the hips, you would like them to stay deeper. So you can see in the first part of the backswing you do get right hip depth, and then the right leg is gonna push more to the right and toward the ball, and we'd like this to keep it back. So I put a short shaft in the ground, trying to get you to go inside of it. So I didn't film one of those, but try to remember the feel of that. Here's a picture of what we did. This is a good player. There you see the shaft here. You need one that's shorter than usual, shorter than an alignment stick, because it has to be above the grip or below the grip. So you can see the way he's staying inside of that. So that's a great way to keep from early extending. You want to keep those hips deep. So those pretty much those two things, trying to stay more centered as you stretch away from the ball. And then we worked on tempo. So in the first swings, let's watch it at regular speed. So we talked about the tempo being more in the neighborhood of 3 to 1. So when we start if you keep your eye on the club head, I'll start counting when it goes, which is now. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 47, 48, 49, 50, 50, 50. Okay, so we'll call it 50, and then when you come forward, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. All right, so 50 and 8 is way more than 3 to 1, right? More like 6. Alright, so here, after I put the metronome, and remember I put that metronome on 48, and the idea was it was beeping. You waited to hear the beep, and then you took it back on the next beat and hit it on the beat after that. So here's your swing with the metronome, a couple of swings. So what felt super fast really looked nice and smooth. So let's count this one off and see what happens. So there's the first move. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So you can see in a practice swing when there's no ball there, the downswing gets a little slower. Let's see what that second swing did from the top. Yeah, that's more like it. So a couple things. Just take a look again at the pace. So you're just trying to get it moving. So most of the difference there is from the takeaway right over the right foot. So if you look at your original one, this thing's going to take forever to get to where it passes by your foot. And this one you just sort of get going. So when you put that metronome on, it really gets you moving right away. And then here's the other thing that happened. Once we got a little more pace in the swing, watch how your lower body responded to that. So look at that nice forward drive along with the twist. So this is about the amount of lower body lateral movement that we need to get heavy enough on the left foot to compress the ball better. So that's kind of what we're thinking here. So let's take a look. So draw that line up from where the ball would be. We'll take it back. You can see it didn't load as far to the right, and then when you move forward, your head actually moves nicely more in front. So ideally we would move a little right of the original position and then right back into it. Look how nice and forward that is when you hit. So as we were hitting some, I was encouraging you to be aggressive, get the hands up in front of the ball. We did another little drill. So we hit a couple of punch shots. So you remember what the punch shot is. It's a back swing to left arm parallel and then a forward swing where we don't want the shaft going much above parallel to the ground. And again, designed to hit the ball low. So we're using a 6-7 iron and trying to hit it, maybe 100 yards, but keep the ball nice and down and hold that finish down. And then we did the punch shot where we set the hands and the legs and then went back and forth a little bit. So with this one we would go into the left side with a twist, cock the club over the ball, go back a little bit with the legs moving back to neutral, keep the right arm in, and then see if we can get the hands to go all the way up past the ball. and really compress it. So that's really what we're trying to do. So when you pick up the tempo and you concentrate on getting that impact a little more forward, you are really crushing those irons. Alright, so hopefully that'll help you out a little bit.